nothing to do, nowhere to go. देखो सुनो मत बोलो. Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. करे नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. Who asked you live at zero complaint level? मौज में रहो, be happy.
Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So, Atmanam Chet Vijaniyat, Ayamasmiti Purushaha, Imichan Kasya Kamaya Shariram Anushajvaret. In this mantra, the meaning of the word Purusha was explained technically. So, the infinite expressing through the finite and thereby the impact of the finite on the infinite. This impossible hodgepodge is called Jiva. And therefore, the Jiva is not an individuality, but it is expression. Like the light is the expression of electricity, although the bulbs are individuality. In the same manner, the life is, am I audible to all? Now, I think it should go in my throat. So when we are talking about the Jiva, we should never mistake this, that Jiva means is independent entity. If this is not understood, you may do anything. It will not lead us to what we are seeking in life. Therefore, Brahma Adhisthana Bhutatma Kutastha Asanga Chidvapu Anyanyo Dhyasata Asangadista Jivo Atra Purushaha. So the illusoriness of the conditioning and the reality behind the illusion, this together is called as the Jiva. And when the illusions are discarded, the Jiva is recognized as the divine. Up to here we have seen. Now, Sadhishthano vimokshado jiva adhikriyate natu kevalo niradhisthana vibhrante kvapya siddhitaha. So in the sixth mantra, the teacher says, Sa adhisthanaha jivaha vimokshado adhikriyate. If we understand the meaning of the jiva as superimpose illusions on the absolute reality, if this is our understanding about the jiva, then alone he is qualified for liberation. If one understands that the husband is nothing but the man, if he remembers this, then only he can be liberated from the limitations of being a husband. What is the limitations and what is the liberation? Limitation is arguments. Liberation is when she is talking, you should keep quiet. When she is quiet, you should not talk. Jiva, husband is liberated. So what more easier spiritual practice could be than this? But tu, my, tu. One lady wrote me, now she is very old. Swamiji, before marriage, I was my. After marriage, for a few days, tu. But now, my, tu, my, tu, my, and I am a Gujarati. Therefore, hu tu, kabaddi, suru. Get rid of these wrong notions. Spirituality means something we gain what we have lost. No. This is the meaning of so kevala niradhisthana vibhrante kapya siddhataha. Therefore, if we imagine the jiva without reference to the substratum Brahman, then you are wrongly thinking, and wrongly thinking can be rejected by correct understanding. This wrong thinking we see among the karmakandi, the yogis, and the people who consider jiva is one per head. And therefore, be attentive. Therefore, there are two things which is happening when we consider jiva per head separate. Two things are either bless or curse. Yogis and tapasvis, they are expert in cursing. They are cursers. See? Very simple. In Hindi, they are mobile shopping centers. They keep on shopping everybody. Sharp lagega, sharp lagega. Friends. Why? Because I is against you. You can read our Puranas. There these stories are plenty. Durvasa Rishi, he went somewhere and he cursed somebody. He cursed even Lord Shiva. There will be problem in your marriage, and Shiva had the problem. See? So tapasya and yoga, they give mastery over prakriti. They don't transcend the prakriti, mastery over. See? And therefore, from the yogi and the tapasvi, you should never argue. See? Whatever they say, before listening, say yes. That is the only way. The reason is they have separateness as a reality. See? Therefore, a devotee and a jnani will never curse anybody. Devotee doesn't curse because for him everything is yatra yatra mano yati tatra tatra samadaya. See? Deha vimane galite vidnyate paramatmani. When the individuality concept is discarded and the truth is revealed, then who will curse whom? The simplest example is our own example. When our tongue is beaten by our teeth, underline our teeth. See? Then will the tongue curse the teeth? No. Because they may be two, but they are one. Similarly, if our finger goes in the eye, we don't chop it off. It is kept. Therefore, adhishtanaamsha sanyukta brahmamsha avalambate yada tada ham samsari iti evam jiva abhimanyate. So when the jiva understands that I am only the husband and the man is forgotten behind the husband. See? Therefore, it is said in English, behind every successful man, there is a woman. So which successful man? Husband. Can the husband be successful? He can never be defeated. Therefore, yatra yada tadaham samsari iti evam jiva abhimanyate. Then such an understanding that I am the jiva because we have mistaken ourselves to be only the conditioned expressions and not the supporting the conditions. Brahmamshasya tiraskarat adhisthana pradhanata yada tada chidatmaham asangaha aham iti buddhyate. But when Brahma amsha tiraskarat, this delusory understanding of the self, that I am the jiva, I am the husband, when this part is rejected, and for this, the simplest technique we told you, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Observe whatever thoughts are going through your mind, only because at this moment you cease to be the satsangi. You have become somebody. And the moment you become somebody, the forest of thoughts will start coming out. If there is a beautiful land made, tilted, but there are no seeds, can there be any vegetation? For the vegetation, seeds are necessary. For the vegetation of thoughts, the seed of somebody is necessary. A nobody can never have any thoughts. The moment you become somebody, the thoughts will automatically start coming. And how to remain nobody? Wherever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. That's it. Then you are only receiving, you are not reacting. Now what I am talking, you are listening. If you are the seeker of truth. But if I tell some to make your head little light, then how husbands are tortured by the ladies or by the wives. If this example is given, and if the listener is mistaking that somebody is always condemning the ladies, she is not a satsangi. Tatparya Nirnay. The moral of the story. Moral of the story is not condemning the ladies or not glorifying the men. On the contrary, it is the other way around. तुम चुप बैठो ना, क्या हो गया तुमको? ए, आवाज ठीक करो, फोन बंद करो अपना. अभी ठीक है? तो वही बैठे रहो ना, फिर गई आवाज है. वहां इतने नजदीक नहीं, वहां आनी चाहिए. तुमको आ रही, उनको नहीं आ रही ना. So when Brahmamshasya Tiraskarat, when we condemn or reject the illusory superimpose personality and adhisthana pradhanata, then when I recognize that I am essentially a man, I have become the husband. So in this example, when I was telling, if you are listening the subject matter, you will not have comments like, Swami is always making fun of ladies and always glorifies the gents. No, it is not like that. On the contrary, see how much glorification we give to the ladies. You know the Hindi cinema, Teen Deviya. And gents, 3 idiots. Now what more you want? And yet you are miserable. See? Relax, man, relax. Be a seeker. Understand the subject, not the examples. So, Brahmamshasya tiraskarat adhisthana pradhanata tada yada chidatmaham asangoham iti buddhate. Then we come to discover that I am just playing a role. See? Therefore, one of the mantra is Karnataka. So, wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. How? Karnataka. But how to do that? What are you doing now? As if listening. See, spiritual practice cannot be simpler than what is told in Vedanta. There is no doing. Do this asana, get up early in the morning, 4 o'clock, and go to sleep again. No. Doesn't matter. Wherever you are, be relaxed. Relax. Suppose you cannot do japa. So, nahi, how does it matter? Do you think Bhagavan is keeping account? He even doesn't listen to us. Usko kahani nahi hai. Therefore, na asange ahankriti yukta katham asmiti che shruno eko mukhyo dvau amukhyo iti artha trivido ahamaha. Now here a question is raised. Asange ahankriti na yukta. The substratum is asanga, untouched. See, man is untouched by the problems of the husband. So, asange ahankriti na yukta. So, he is not attached. Man is not attached to husband. Why? Because husband is not an entity. It is just the imagination. See? Can we separate the man from the husband? This is husband, this is man? No. Therefore, this jiva cannot, this um, substratum, the Brahman or here the man cannot be attached. Katham asmi iti, this is what is your question. Eko mukhya and dvau amukhya iti artha ahamaha trividha. Now we have to understand the three meanings of aham. What is understood by the wise and otherwise. Anyonya dhyasa rupena kutastha abhasayor vapuhu eki bhuya bhaven mukhya tatra mudhaihi prayujyate. So what is the understanding of the ignorant person? Anyonya adhyasa rupena. The problems of the husband and the existence of the man. The man is giving a life or the substratum for the husband. So husband's experiences are misery. And this man is happy. But what he will say, I, the man, is miserable as a husband. So these two things are brought together. So anyonya adhyasa rupena kutastha abhasayoho. So kutastha chaitanya, the Brahman, the reality, and abhasa, the superimposed. They are brought together. Eki bhuyaha bhaven mukhya. This is the main meaning of I or aham mudhaihi prayujyate. Ignorant people, they are so much lost and get drowned in their experiences. I am unfortunate, I am unlucky, I want this thing, I am nobody, I am constantly I. Best example, our Arjun Singh. What was Arjuna's argument? Katham bhishmamaham sankhe dronam cha madhusudana ishubhir prati otsyami pujarha varisudana. How can I kill Dronacharya, Bhishmacharya? Who is killing? Brahman is killing or Arjuna is killing? And what is the position of Arjuna? Only a conditioned expressions. But he became so much buried under that he was not able to get out of it. Therefore, mudaihi prayujyate. And therefore, if you want to summarize the whole Bhagavad Gita, is only one thing. Wrong notion of Arjun. Who is he at a given period of time? That wrong notion was negated. Nothing else was done by Arjun on the battlefield. Can you imagine? Suppose Kaurava Pandavas, and in between the chariot comes, and Bhagwan telling Bhagavad Gita. Do you think Arjun will tell the enemies, excuse me, meditation in progress? No. Then what happened? Only this much happened. Arjuna was asked by Bhagwan Krishna, has your delusion gone? And Arjuna's answer was, Nashto moha smriti labda, delusion gone. What I gained, he never says. See how important it is. Knowledge cannot be gained because you are knowledge. Adhisthana rupena. So, Anyonya dhyasa rupena kutastha abhasayoho vapuhu eki bhuya bhaven mukhyaha tatra mudaihi prayujyate. Now, pruthak abhasa kutastho amukhyo tatra tattvavid. Now, what is the understanding of the wise man? Pruthak abhasa kutastho. So, the man and the husband, they are separately understood. The Brahman and the Jiva Bhava are separately understood. Amukhyo tatra, these are the secondary for the wise man. So, paryayena prayunkte ham shabda lokecha vaidike. And then he uses the same word aham according to the position. See? Now, for example, take this way. When I say I am old, I refers to the age of the body. When I say I am a man, I refers to the gender of the body. When I say I am Indian, I refers to the citizenship. See? So how many eyes we are? We are a poultry farm inside. Cock, 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 cock. And exactly this is what is there. We only keep on talking to ourselves. We only answer. If he says like this, I am going to tell him this. But when he says like this, then I am not going to leave it. Cock, 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 cock. On. Chup. See? Therefore, depending upon the situation, the wise man uses the meaning of the word aham. For example, लौकिक व्यवहारे हम गच्छामि इति आदिके बुधः विविच्चैव चिदाभासन् कूटस्थात् तं विवक्षति. When in the worldly things, when the wise man says, I am going, okay? So that time he is telling, I am going here. The meaning of the I is the one who is conditioned by the body. Therefore, somebody is going. So for him, it's very clear. He will not talk all the time Vedanta. Be attentive. Many Vedantis, they have got funny notion. One man, victim of Vedanta, went through the immigration. And there they asked the question, what's your name? Nam Rupa Mithya. What's your date of birth? Ajopi Sannavyayatma Bhutana Ishwaropi. Isko hakalo. See, when you are in the world, talk the normal language. See? Therefore, लौकिक व्यवहारे अहम इति अगच्छामि इत्यादि के बुधा विविचैव चिदाभासम कूटस्थात् विविक्षति. That time he says, yes, I am going to that place. That is the jiva, I am going. And then असंगोहम चिदात्माहम इति शास्त्रीय दृष्टितः अहम शब्द प्रयुक्तेयम कूटस्थे केवले बुधा. But when the same wise man is in this way, asangoham, 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 punah punah, that doesn't mean I am not attached to my wife. I am no. Only this much understanding. Hold on to this. Attachment is an illusion. We are not attached. Attachment is not possible. Is the snake attached to the rope? Is the rope attached to the snake? Leave the snake and rope. Is the vision attached to any color and form? See, is the mind attached to any thought? So many thoughts come and go. Are we attached to waking, dreamer, deep sleep, samadhi? No. They come and go. We are the same. The day we understand this principle, attachment is an illusion, all your spiritual practice will stop and you start enjoying every moment of your life. Otherwise, don't disturb meditation in progress. Remove that notion. We are going to do something and we are going to get something. But when we hear the bhajan kirtana, दर्शन दो घनश्याम नाथ, मुझे कैटरेक्ट हो जाएगा, जल्दी दो ना दर्शन. No. Let him express through us. He is suffocating inside. He wants to say something. Chup. See. Therefore, asangoham chidatmaham iti shastriya drishtitah aham shabdam prayukteyam kutasthe kevale buddha. In this manner, the word aham is used by the wise man and other wise man in different way. Now a question is raised. Jnanita jnatite tvatma bhasaiva na chatmanaha tatha katham abhasa kutastha asmeti buddhyatam. Now here it's a very beautiful question raised. Jnanita, knowingness, and ajnanita, the unknowingness. I know or I don't know. This is tu abhasasya eva. This belongs to the abhasa, the jiva. Na chat na atmanaha. The self doesn't have this problem. I am or I am not. Now be attentive. Right now, do we have the experience of our absence? We cannot. Is it necessary to say that I am? What will be the language? Mauna vyakya prakatita para brahma tattvam yuvanam. We are going through all experiences. Sounds, light. That is Nama and the Roop. but we are not disturbed. So, hearing and seeing is happening, but hearer and seer is not born. This experience is kutastha. Here the question raised is knowingness and not knowingness. Tu atma abhasasya eva. But if we are disturbed, why they are making noise? Why the light is not okay? Why the sound is not proper? Then the jiva is talking. But the same things are experienced, but no reaction. Then kutastha chaitanya. This is what in simple words we are telling. Dekho suno world. Bolo mat. No jiva. When something is heard and hearer is born, jiva is born. When something is seen, comment is made, jiva is born. See, friends, therefore, knowingness and not knowingness belongs to the jiva, not to atmanaha. But the pure conscious self, the kutastha that we are, is not the one who knows or who knows not. So when we are unable to have the experience of our absence, is it necessary to insist, I am present? Think. Suppose I keep on insisting again and again, 10 times a day. Do you know, I am a man, I am not a woman, yeah? I am a man. Don't you see my beard? I am a man. Now nobody has doubt. So people will say, why is telling again and again? We have no doubt. Maybe you are having doubt whether you are a man or woman. Think, friends. Therefore, our presence is beyond the definition of is and is not. Is and is not falls in the purview of possibility, vikalpa. Nirvikalpa samadhi is this nirvikalpa samadhi. No vikalpa, no option. We have no option to be absent. Therefore, there is no necessity to insist I am present. See, my friends, tathacha katham abhasa kutastha asmiti buddhyatam. Now here the doubt is, when knowingness, not knowingness belong to the abhasa, the jiva, and not to the self, then how come this abhasa will come to know that he is kutastha chaitanya? So, nayam dosha chidabhasaha kutastha eka svabhavavan abhastvasya mithyatvat kutastatva avasheshanat. Now be attentive. This is another, every day we do, but we don't become aware of our experiences. One simple question. Who goes to sleep? Waker doesn't go to sleep. He is not in the waking. Dreamer doesn't go to sleep. He is not in the sleep. The deep sleeper also does not go to sleep. If he goes to sleep, who will know that it was a sleep? Who goes to sleep? In sleep, there is nobody. Therefore, sleep is abiding in the truth, but not recognizing. Gain is always in knowledge. Gain is not in action. Here also, nayam dosha chidabhasaha kutastha eka svabhavavan. So when the husband comes to realize, yeah, essentially I am man, why I am taking wife seriously? In no time he is realized. Then he will be using this aham shabda 3 ways. So when he is with the other people and in a married look, people's yes, I am her husband. They don't tell that she is my wife, because position. See, when the kids are small, Then they are introduced. They are my children. When the NRIs go to the other country, I am his father. I am his son. Everything changes. So, Nayam dosha chidabhasa kutastha ek swabhavavan abhasaha tasya mithyatvad. When the husband comes to know, husband is not the real, does it mean the man disappears? Be attentive. When more number of people are added, is it a burden to my vision? If less number of people are there, is it lightness? And if all of you disappears, do I lose anything? Support is never influenced by what is supported. When all colors and forms are gone, no loss to the vision. When all sense organs are closed, no loss to the mind. When all the likes and dislikes disappear, no loss to the eye. And when the eye is lost in deep sleep, there is no eye. Still, the truth continues to be. Therefore, abhasatvasya mithyatvad kutastha avasheshanat. Therefore, abhasa, the superimposed, is appearing but doesn't exist. This is the difference between man and a bird. A man will look at the reflection in the mirror but doesn't take it real. And he uses that reflection. He uses that appearance. He uses, but doesn't get influence. But the bird gets influence. In the same manner, wise man also lives in this world. And otherwise people also live in this world. But a wise man doesn't take anything, anybody seriously. Na kahun se dosti, na kahun se bair. See, there is no struggle in right understanding. We are not told, now do this japa, or do the meditation, or do charity. No, nothing. Then be happy. This is the most difficult thing. Okay, then become happy. How? Liquid spirituality. In Goa, we had one Rotary Club meeting. So I went by morning flight and evening flight back to Bombay, only for one talk. Some of my friends, he was the president, so I had to go. So when I went there, then my talk was over. Question answer. One person was trying to stand up. And in his effort, he asked one question. Last night, we also had spiritual party. Now Swamiji also is telling you. So the organizer, he said, sit down, sit down. I said, no, this is between me and him. You don't need to quit. What is that? I said, the difference is, yours is a liquid spirituality which doesn't allow you to be stable. Ours is a solid spirituality which doesn't allow us to shake. See, friends, we have to be firmly rooted in this knowledge. Then koi nindo, koi vando, koi kaise kaho re, Ram sange preeta bandi hota jaisi hota. Who cares? One of the Mahamantra. Kya farak padta hai? See? Therefore, abhasasya tu asya mithyatvat. Therefore, don't take any experience of life seriously. Kutastha asmi iti bodhopi mithyachya na iti ko vadet. Oh, but is it not, suppose somebody says, aham kutastha asmi, I am kutastha. Is it not also an illusion? Yes, it is illusion. Is it necessary to say? See? So the student's question is, if jiva is illusion, then the kutastha is also illusion, because kutastha alone is supporting the jiva. Nahi satyataya bhishtam rajju sarpa visarpanam. Now take the example of horse, snake and a rope. There was a boy in a village and he was good for nothing. Maybe about 15 years or so. His father was fed up. He said, "You don't do anything. Go to that ashram. You will get some food there also and learn something." Doing nothing. And he was happy-go-lucky. Okay, he went there. Stayed there for 1 month, had good food and all that. He came back. "What you have learned?" "I have not learned anything, but one thing I have found out. They are all searching for a snake. They are not getting. So I could not find the snake. They are also not finding. Why to go?" See, friends, when the snake is denied, the rope is revealed. When the husband is denied, the man is revealed. Now, how to deny the husband? Only one way. Don't take him real. See, if a person gets divorced and married 3 times, so first time marriage will be W1H1. First wife, first husband, divorce. Second time married, then W2H2. Third time, W3H3. Now the question is, W1 is equal to W2 is equal to W3 is equal to what? Is the third W3 is the total of first 1 and 2? And where the first wife has gone? Nowhere. She never existed. See? Therefore, neither Paramatma dies nor Jivatma dies. मरने भी नहीं देते. You cannot die, friends. See? This is such a lovely, lovely, wonderful ultimate in the truth, in the spiritual practice. ना कुछ पाना, ना कुछ खोना. See, friends, when a pot breaks, what happens to the pot space? We call it the pot space. What is the space in the pot or pot in the space? When we make a pot, we have to add from outside milk, sugar, coffee, something. Do we add space from outside when we create a pot? Because the pot is created in the space. Because our attention is on the pot, we talk the language of pot space and total space. Therefore, inside outside happens. The truth is, the pot is in the space. Space is not in the pot, although it appears. In the same manner, the body is in me. I am not in the body. See, friends, extend this understanding. Nahi satyataya bhishtam rajju sarpa visarpanam. Therefore, when the snake was searched, this is another simple example. When we have this experience, suppose there is a snake, because we step on something, so we go to see and destroy the snake. After we have gone with a proper means of knowledge, that is torch and a stick, and when we put in that spot, the rope is seen. Thereafter, will we continue our investigation? Thank God it is a rope, but where the snake has gone? No. Appearance appears but doesn't exist. But the appearance is given a status of reality, samsara is born. See, friends, tadrushenapi bodhene samsaro hi nivartate yakshanurupo hi bali ityahu laukika janaha. So as is the problem, so is the solution. See? Now be attentive. Dreams are going on, very good dream. Such a dream will never break. Then in that dream, there is an accident. Then because of that accident, the dream breaks. Now be attentive. Accident was also a dream. But to come out of the dream, a dream accident is necessary. In the same manner, this waking dream, as long as everything is goody, everything is so light, excitement. But in that waking dream, one blow comes. Then let us go to Murudeshwar. And after having come over here, then we realize, yeah, I am a fool. I was unnecessarily getting frustrated. No, it is not a history. It is a fact now also. Because after going again the same thing, why tamaku, why chuna, ragud or khao. See, friends, therefore, a good dream never breaks. An accident in the dream takes us out of the dream. In the same manner, this waking dream will never break unless there is some accident. And the intensity of the accident depends on the sensitivity of a person. See, one friend of mine, many years before, his wife delivered a baby and died in the delivery. Baby was okay. 3 years. Now, mothers have got only one solution: get married. They have suffered, they don't like the children to be happy. Get married. So, got married again. Again, after 1 year, another child was, again, daughter was born. Again, the wife died. So, now their grandmother has to look after two. Now, how I am going to look after them? You must have the wife, doesn't matter, you get married. Third time he got married, same thing repeated. See? And yet he doesn't learn anything. See? He is confusing Bhagwan. Arey, kya karu isko? See, friends, if we become little sensitive, we are able to get the divine message. Enough of this. Now change your direction from the dogward to Godward. See, therefore, tasmat abhasa purusha sakutastha vivichatam kutastha asmi iti vidnyatum arhati abhyadha shruti. Therefore, when the snake is gone by proper inquiry, the rope is revealed. In the same manner, when the wrong notion that I am a husband is gone, then I will continue to be husband, but there will be change. The change will be inspired husband. Now see, add this inspiration to every role that you have to play. Husband, miserable. Inspired husband, cheerful. Son, miserable. Inspired son, cheerful. Daughter-in-law, miserable. Inspired. Inspiration goes with everything. Therefore, real spiritual practice is lead your life in an inspired mode, not frustrated all the time. Jaun to jaunga, baad mein jao. Jaun to jaunga. See, friends, therefore, tasmat abhasa purusha sakutasto vivichatam kutasto asmiti vidnyatum arati. Therefore, when you try to analyze, who am I? Like many people, because they read here and there, Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi, one young boy in some college asked this question. In, I think, some engineering college. Swamiji, yes, who am I? And then he looked around him. I said, should I tell you the truth or bluff? He said, for a change, tell the truth. I told him, you are a fool of the highest order. Do you mean Bhagavan Ramana Maharshi was a fool? I said, no, he didn't ask me this question. You asked me this question. Friends, all of us know what I am. We have to know who I am. What I am? Relational existence. Who I am? Supporting all relations, but not getting entangled in any relationship. How simple it is. And that is what we say, Karnataka. So be with everybody. And when you become expert, and you will see all the actors get name, fame, money. Reactors don't get. So we should be the actors. Therefore, Tasmat kutastha asmiti vijnatum arati. Therefore, rejection of the, now see, you will see, the kutastha will never say, I am realized. See how important it is. Because he has only uncovered the covering. The truth is already revealed. And therefore, on this path, there cannot be abhiman, I am realized. It cannot be. But yogi tapasvi, they have. If you do this thing, I'll curse you. See? Or I'll bless you. No cursing, no blessing. See, friends, if this point you catch, like in the dream of Brahmaji, we are various characters. We may keep on fighting, etc. But when Brahmaji wakes up, kahan gaye sab? Again he sleeps. Again the world comes. If you have studied Bhagavad Gita in the 8th chapter, Arjuna's question was, Kim karma? What is the meaning of karma? Bhagavan Krishna says, Visarga karma uchyate. Visarga is Brahmaji's creation is karma. See, like when we are, let's say, engineer, we go to sleep. When we wake up, we don't become doctor. In the same manner, whatever was the dream of Brahmaji, in that whatever you and me were there, they disappear. Again from there it starts. If you play your CD in your player, whatever is printed on that, that only will come out. And therefore it goes on and on. But nothing happens to Brahmaji. In the same manner, nothing happens to us. So many dreams have come and gone. As much, this is a waking dream. Don't get involved to such an extent that because of our involvement, we suffer. It should not happen. So, asandigdha viparyasta bodho dehatmani ikshate tadva atteti nirnetum ayam iti abhi. Now the second word in this mantra was atmanam ched vijaniyat ayam asmiti purusha. So now the ayam word is, so we understood the word purusha. Purusha is to be understood when we are leading our day-to-day life, we have to behave normally. Don't become Vedanti every time. Behave normally. Then when we are considering ourselves to be miserable, etc., contemplate. Really, am I miserable? Who is miserable? Then we come to know a relational personality is miserable. But essentially the third aham is asangoham, asangoham. In these three ways, if we are able to practice this up to the 19th verse, we have understood the first word, Purusha, in this mantra of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. Now continue. Ayam asandigdha viparyasta bodha dehatmani ikshate tadvad atreti nirnetum ayam iti vidiyate. Now we have a confused understanding about ourselves being the body. Whether I am the body, is it the same body with which I was born? Where my childhood body has gone? Where from the diseases have come? See? And earlier I used to remember everything, I don't remember now. Why the things are happening like that? See? There was one old man in US, he came to his daughter, who was doctor, and she called me, Swamiji, my father has come from India and he is very unhappy, what I should do. I said, he's regretting having created you. He said, no, not that way. I went to their house for food, of course. After food was over, I told her, you go away, I'll talk to him. I said, yes, uncle, tell me. He said, all the doctors are fools in this country. I said, tell something different. He said, they say nothing is wrong with me and everything is wrong with me. So I said, what are the problems? I don't remember anything. When he was maybe an auditor or accountant, of L&T. He said, I used to remember the balance sheet in all the columns, how much amount. That was my memory. Now I don't remember anything. Something is wrong. I said, no, the thing is wrong with you. Why? You remember this that you don't remember? He became so frustrated, he called his daughter. I don't know what he's talking, I don't understand. Then I told him, okay, uncle, I'll tell you a different way. When you were young, how many chapati you used to eat? He showed this much. How much you eat now? Now only one. Earlier, how much laddu you used to eat? About 10, 20 when I was young. Now I look only at the laddu. I don't dare eat. So, all your faculties are becoming worn out as your age is growing. Memory is a faculty. And this is the gift given by God. The gift of forgetting. When you forget everything, you remember God. In the forgetfulness of the world, the God is revealed. When this is happening in ignorance, it is deep sleep. When it happens with understanding, it is realization. See? Therefore, asandigdha viparyasta bodhaha dehatmani ikshate. We have the wrong notion and firm notion that I am the body, tadvad na atreti nirnetum ayam iti abhidiyate. So, here also, now the same way, we should, as we are today, firmly rooted in this thing. I am body, I am body. Exactly the same. I am. I am means kutastha. The substratum I am. To the same intensity, as much we think I am body today, to the same way, when I come to recognize, accept boldly that I am divine, don't tell others. Problem is this, we want to go and tell. मालूम है आज का अपन रियलाइज हो गए, तुम्हारा क्या हाल है? Right. Remain as a dumb person. That is the best way to live in life. You know? Dumbness is so fruitful. People, when they see that you are dumb, they come and help you. But when you become smart, they ask you to do something. When I travel so many places, I do the same way. Like that. What I have to do, I don't know. This is the thing. Oh, this is, gate number that. But I went there is nothing. Nothing? Then she will phone somewhere. Oh, they have changed the gate. But when you go to the South America, their language you don't understand what they talk. And some of the places, it is a silent airport. So you are in a problem to whom to ask. So become dumb. Things are sorted out automatically. But when you become smart, then they make you dance. Therefore, Jadaval Lokam Acharet. In Sannyasa Upanishad, this mantra I like very much. It's very beautifully said. Na prushtaha kasyachit bruyat, na cha anyayena cha pruchhataha, jananapi medhavi jadaval lokam acharet. बेवकूफ बन के रहो और लोगों को बेवकूफ बनाओ. You have realized the truth. So, dehatma jnanavas jnanam, dehatma jnana badhakam, atmanneva bhavedyasya, so nechannapi muchyate. How beautiful it is. As much we are fully and 100% rooted that I am the body, to the same extent, when we are 100% rooted that I am the Kutastha Chaitanya, not the body, even if you do not want, you are realized, oh God. See? Therefore we told you, whether you want or you don't want, you are divine. Jabardasti, Anji. See? Whether we want or we don't want, we are divine. Whether we know or we don't know, we are divine. Because our being is beyond existence and knowledge, existence and non-existence, knowledge and ignorance. These are so subtle points. If we do not have the experience of our absence, There is no need to insist that I am present. When there is no possibility of not experiencing our own being. You don't have to go and ask somebody, excuse me, whether I am, not only you are, but you are a fool. Okay, thank you. Because knowing is being, they are not two. So, dehatma jnana vajnanam, dehatma ajnanam badakam, atmannaiva bhavedyasya sa nechannapi muchyate. See? No ichhannapi muchyate. You don't have to struggle for realization. And the best thing I told you, this Maha Mantra, wherever you are, wherever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. Don't have to struggle. Chitta vritti nirodha. Chitta is given for vrittis. Why nirodha? Use them. See? No, my eyes go and see the thing, therefore I want to close my eyes. No. Think, no problem, but don't get entangled. See, it is something like this. Suppose you fall in the waters. With the help of the same waters, you come out, is it not? In the same manner, if we are disturbed because of the thoughts, with the help of the thoughts alone, you can come out. First thoughts were relational thoughts. Now, change the standpoint and continue thinking. But yogis normally get entangled in that. Chitta vritti nirodha yoga. But the subsequent mantra tells, Dada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam. These two mantras, sutras should be read together, but they don't. See, this word yada tada, they always go in pair. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata tadatmanam srujamyaham yada tada. So when it says tada drashtuhu sarupe avasthanam, meaning when your thoughts are no more bothering you, you are functioning through the thoughts without becoming a thinker. You are abiding in the truth. That is the meaning. See, friends, thoughts are no problem. When this becomes clear, we are yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihina, yasya brahmani ramate chittam, nandati, nandati, anandati eva. Otherwise, all the time, Gambhirananda, oh, Hanumanji. No. So, Atmanneva bhavedyasya, so nechannapi muchyate. The same firm abidance in the self is called as realization. Ayam iti aparokshatvam uchyate chet tad uchyatam swayam prakasha chaitanya aparoksham sadayataha. See, by the word ayam, it is indicating aparokshatvam. Aparokshat means direct. See, ayam maikaha. This is a mic. So, direct knowledge, clear. There is no doubt about it. What is the other thing? I don't know. It may be something. So, ayam is the direct, unconfused knowledge is ayam. And this ayam is also referring to the Kutastha Chaitanya. So, ayam iti aparoksham uchyate, I agree. Chet uchyatam, let it be said so. Swayam prakasha chaitanyam aparoksham yada tataha. So, when I suffer as a husband and then I come to know in Murudeshwar that I am a man, what I have done? Has the husband gone anywhere? No. But then, this ayam is a direct experience. In other words, I'll tell you, pramana nirapeksha anubhuti. That experience which does not involve operation of any means of knowledge. That is Kutastha Chaitanya. Now tell me, do we know our presence by looking at ourselves, whether I am Do we know we are present by smelling? I think I am there. Do we know ourselves by licking? कड़वाहट आ रही अंदर वही है. See friends, our presence is not demanding any authority of knowledge. And therefore, neti neti vakyataha, arupam, ashabdam, asparsham, agandham. See? Therefore, ayam iti aparoksham uchyate. Yes, swayam prakasha chaitanyam aparoksham yada tata. Because swayam prakasha chaitanya aparoksham doesn't require any means of knowledge. Now see, to see, let us take this flower. This flower is not self-illumined. So we require external light and also my vision. Then only the flower is known. But if we want to see the light in the bulb, do I require a flower? No. Because the light is Swam Prakashit. In the same manner, to know my own being, do I require any authority of knowledge? This is Aparoksha Jnanam. Is indicated by the word I am. But how can this happen? See? Now, this happens by a story. Paroksham aparoksham cha jnanam ajnanam ityadaha nitya paroksha rupepi dvayam syad dashame yatha. Paroksham and aparoksham. Aham Brahmasmi, I am, is aparoksha. Paroksha is I didn't know, but then they tell that you are divine, you are divine. Then I work on that advice given by the teacher. I am divine, and I go according to the spiritual practice that is given, and then I come to know, hey, now I know what is the real meaning of I. So, the same I who was earlier suffering, he was having the Paroksha Jnanam about Paramatma. There is God somewhere. And then when we started working, we come to know what we were seeking is none other than our. Therefore, Nitya Aparoksha Rupepi. Although we are essentially divine, yet we are not knowing. Therefore, we have to go and hear somewhere. Example is given about the 10 fools crossing a river. 10 persons were crossing a river. There was no bridge. So they somehow went through the waters. And then they thought, let us see whether all have come or not, or somebody is lost. So one among them, he asked, you all stand in a line. He counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. See, I told you, one is lost. Again, hey, you don't know counting properly, let me count. He replaced it, make him. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again. And then, because one is lost, taken away by the river floods. So they sat together and started crying. And a wise man was going. And he said, why are you crying? See, we were 10 and one was lost when we crossed the river. Within that time, that wise man has seen they are 10. He said, okay, first of all, the 10th man is not lost. He is. So the intensity of misery has come down. Asti. Then he said, I had this danda, I'll hit on everybody's head. And accordingly, you start counting, okay? He started 10, 1, 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Oh, there are 10. No. Again you try. On everybody's head, he hit 10 times. And then they came to realize that the 10th man is not lost because everybody is the 10th man. Exactly the same way. We are only imagining because of wrong counting. Wrong counting is, I am a son, I am a husband, I am a father. How many of them? Only 3. No, 4. See, you are a son, you are a husband, you are a father, you are a man. Wow, I forgot man. Then suffer. See, friends, therefore, Navasankhya Ruta Jnanaha Dashamo Vibramattada Na Veti Dashamosmiti Vakshabadepi Tannava. So, Nava Sankhya Ruta Jnana, the one who has a wrong way of counting the people, because of that his knowledge was looted away, and Vibramastada, he got confused, and therefore na veti dashamaha aham asmi iti. Are the 10th person is the me who is counting, but he forgot himself. In the same manner, we all have forgotten in counting. We are lost only in mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. Are yaar, do that drama. Don't get entangled in them. We all know our parents. Many of us know grandparents. Few of us may know great grandparents. After 4 or 5 generations, has even a single thought come in our mind? It will not come. Same is going to be your and my story. The only purpose of human being is pending spiritual evolution. All other things are secondary. It's the only pending thing in our life. And spiritual evolution is let him express through us. Instead of husband, father, mother, sister, instead of all those rubbish people expressing through us, let the divine express. Now, how it can be done? Very simple technique. Don't talk about your past. Don't ask anybody about their past. Over. Because when we talk to others, we talk only the past. Our past or their past. Like when now people have stopped asking. When you, Swamiji, where are you from? I am from Madagascar. Madagascar. There is no end to these questions. But why were you born? How were you born? Was it a normal delivery or I don't remember, yaar. Don't get lost into anybody's past. If you have to know something, know yourself, not about others. So, na veti dashamaha aham asmi iti vakshamanopi tannava. Now the 9 people were looking at him, and yet he said the 10th is lost. Na bhati nasti dashamaha iti swam dashamastada matva vakti tad ajnana krutam avaranam vidu. Therefore, what is the covering because of the wrong understanding of avaranam? What is the covering? Because of the ignorance. Ignorance means incomplete knowledge. Please change your understanding about the word ignorance. Ignorance doesn't mean absence of knowledge. Knowledge cannot be absent. I stands for incomplete, ignorance. Similarly, ajnana, apurna jnanam. So, na bhati, na asti, dashamaha, iti, this is what he was mistaking. There is no 10th person, and if he is there, he is not seen. And therefore, tada matva, having thought like that, vakti tad ajnana krutam, and therefore he says, see, we were 10, but one is lost. Although he is the one who is lost, he is the one who is not lost, yet he keeps on crying and makes others also cry because of the incomplete knowledge in their counting. And then as a result, what happened? Nadya mamara dashamaha iti shochan prarodati ajnana kruta vikshepam rodanadi vidrudaha. Therefore, Nadya mamara dashamaha. Oh, the 10th person has died in the river. Shochan, they are crying prarodati, and they start crying loudly. In Punjab, you get crying members on hire, depending upon how much intensity of misery you want to express. Rates are different. 50 rupees for 10 minutes, 100 rupees for 10 minutes, 1,000 rupees. Why? Depending upon the intensity to show. So if you have got more money, you pay 1,000 rupees. Then those ladies will come and they will be beating their chest and rolling on the, or wo mar gaya, 1,000 rupees do, mar gaya. ड्रामा चल रहा है दुनिया में, नथिंग टू बी सीरियस अबाउट एनीथिंग. सो नद्याममारदशम इति शोचन प्ररोदति. देन अज्ञानकृत विक्षेपन. Because of this erroneous understanding, vikshepa, the agitations come. And vikshepam rodanadi. What are the vikshepa? They start crying and getting frustrated. See, we were 10 and one is lost, we are so unfortunate and all that. There was one very rich man, but extremely stingy. Therefore, he was rich. And he was on the deathbed. Doctor told to his son, 2-3 sons, that now there is no way, whatever you have to do, you do it. So he was not yet dead, but he was just going to die like that. So they were discussing, we'll take our father, because he is so rich, in helicopter to the cremation ground. No, helicopter, nobody will see him there. What is this? That is true. No, then we'll do one thing. We'll carry him a truck. Make the truck decorated on the... But even then, nobody can, because he will be lying down, they can't see. The third person, we'll do one thing. We'll take a tractor and open it on at that day, nicely decorate and take it like that. When they were discussing, that fellow was not dead. He said, don't do, I'll walk down. Because he wanted to save money. Conjuice can do anything. Praroditi. Nadya mamara dashama iti shojan praroditi ajnana kruta vikshepam. This vikshepa is because of the erroneous knowledge. Rodanadir vidur buddha. Then, now the wise man tells, na mrutaha dashamaha asti iti. The wise man told, no, the 10th man is there, he is not dead. So 50% of the worry is gone. Dashamaha asti. So, namrutaha dashamaha asti iti shrutva aptavachanam. Aptavachanam from the words of the wise man, because wise men are friend to everybody. Aptavachanam means they don't have any personal agenda in this world. See, those who have got personal agenda, they will have friends and enemies. Aptavachanam shrutva. Then, tada parokshatvena dashamam vetti. Then, although they have not directly known and who is the 10th person, but at least they were convinced, okay, when Guru Maharaj told that you are divine, thank God, at least somebody called me divine. One person, he asked me once, Swamiji, my wife asked me this question, why you go to satsang? If you convince me, I will also come. And I don't know why I come, but I do come. So what should I tell her? I said, do you know, first of all, why you like to come to satsang? That's what I don't know. I said, it is the only place where you are told you are divine. Other places, aa gaya bekuf. And therefore, you like satsang. Now I feel, because in satsang only we feel good. You are Sachidananda Brahman. Lagi raha tha. How true it is. So, first of all, namrutaha dashama asti. So, the 10th man is not dead, he is there. Therefore, this is paroksha jnanam. They have not realized who is the 10th man. Parokshetvana veti swargadi lokavat. Like nobody has seen the heaven. You go, you get 72 fellows there. No. See? Nobody has seen. So, we accept that Swarga is there and after death you go there, you don't have to pay GST. Then, after that, Tvameva dashamostiti ganayitva pradarshitaha. And then, again counting is done properly and told, you are the 10th. Tat tvamasi. See? Ganayitva Tvam eva dashamasti iti aparukshataya jnatva. And then this man who was counting and crying, he when came to know, come on yaar, I am the 10th who was imagined to be lost. So aparukshataya jnatvam rushyati eva na roditi. Then he is extremely happy. Thank God, all are safe. Rishyati, happy, na roditi, crying disappears. Therefore, if you are abiding in truth, you will be happy. So, what is the spiritual practice? Mauj mein raho, be happy. In Mumbai, Prempuri Ashram, I go there for talks. One day there are some special function. So I was called, I went there. And because they know me for last so many years, they introduced. There is nothing to tell about Swamiji. We know him very well. He is a part of our thing. And but today I want to request Swamiji, tell something different than Mauj mein raho, Mauj mein raho. Any topic given to you, come back to that. I said, all right. I started. After 15 minutes, Swamiji changed it. They became so miserable. Satsanga is not for becoming miserable. You will see many places you go, this Ram Katha, Krishna Katha, they will be keeping a pile of towels. And then they will be crying. And you go there also to cry. Satsanga is a place where you should be happy, not miserable all the time. See? Bhagwan Ram has got one. Where is the Rumal? Useless. Satsanga is not for becoming miserable. Refuse to be miserable. Make the miseries miserable. See, friends. So, tvameva dashamositi ganayitva pradarshita aparukshataya jnatva rushyati eva na roditi. And therefore, having known, he is happy, and therefore, ajnana vritti vikshepaha dvividha jnana truptayaha shokapagamaha ityete yojaniya chidatmani. Therefore, ajnana avrutti vikshepaha. So, ignorance, then because of the ignorance, avrutti, covering, and because of the covering, vikshepaha. So, what was the ignorance? Ignorance was wrong counting, not complete counting. As a result, avrutti, they imagine the 10th is lost. And because of that, vikshepaha, they became miserable. So, these are the three things. Ajnana, avrutti, vikshepaha, dvividha, ajnana, dvividha jnana truptayaha. And then two types of knowledges, paroksha jnanam and aparoksha jnanam. As a result, truptayaha is contentment, happiness, and shokapagamaha, and all the misery is gone. Itteshe yojaniya chidatmani. So, these 7 stages are to be applied on our own self, on the pure consciousness that we are. These 7 steps should be clearly: ignorance, avaran, vikshepa, paroksha jnana, aparoksha jnana, then dukkha nivrutti and nirankusha trupti. These 7 steps through which the seeker has to travel. See? So, ityete yojaniya chidatmani. Now continuing further. Samsara sakta chitta samshida bhasa kadachanam swayam prakasha kutastam satatvam naiva vetyam. Therefore, these 7 stages are explained. Ayam chidabhasaha, this jiva bhava, ayam chidabhasa, samsara asakta chitta san, is so much attached to the worldly things and beings. Friends, don't get involved beyond limits with anything or anybody in this world. Be with everybody, whenever you are, be 100%. After you go, delete. Don't hang on anything or anybody in this world. See? You know the real love? Real love is change the chair. I feel I am sitting on a thorn bed. So, the real love is, an example will make it clear. Uh, a child, girl, she was asking her mother, and mother was page 3. You know page 3? So page 3 mother. So she said, Mummy, I want to ask you a question. Beta, don't you see that I am studying something? She was reading James Hadley's. And afterwards, again after some time, not now. Finally, that girl could not hold. She came, held the face of her mother with 2 hands. Mummy, look at me. Is there life? You always ask stupid question. There is no life after death. Live here only. Mummy, that is not the question. You look at me and listen. 100% availability is pure love. Okay, tell, what is that? Then she asked, Mummy, is there life after marriage? See, friends. So, what is that love? Wherever you are, whenever you are, whatever you are, be 100%. There is no struggle in that. If you have to remember your past, you have to struggle. You have to plan your future, you have to struggle. To remain in the present, no problem. How simple is spiritual life? But our question is, मरने के बाद क्या होता है? पहले मरो तो सही. Die first, then we'll decide. See? So, samsara sakta chitta satchidabhasha kadachanam swam prakacha kutasam satatvam naiva vettayam. Now this chidabhasa, samsara asakta chitta asan, is so much involved, attached to the worldly thing. Kadachana swayam prakacha kutastam na eva vetti. He can never know what is the divine nature. See? Whatever best you can do it, that's it. But don't continue to carry the burden all the time, the same thing. My son is like that, my daughter is like that. बच्चे तुम पैदा करो, परेशान हमको करो. One, I don't know who is that lady, she wrote me from somewhere. Thank God I forget. Swamiji, my son was going well with a girl in USA for 5 years, but now he doesn't want to get married to her. Swamiji, what should be done? I said, I'll get married to her. But shouldn't he do that? I said, here, he who is going with a girl for 5 years, he must be at least 2-3 years old. Don't get involved in anybody's life. Up to a particular limit is okay. After that, you have destroyed your life, is it not? Let them destroy their. No, but we want to help them. Borrow. So, Swam Prakasha Kutastha Swatattvam Naiva Vettayam. Because he is so much involved, he will never come to know his divine nature. Therefore, na bhati, na asti kutastha iti vakti prasangataha. And then, when prasangataha means with reference to something, or prasanga means extreme attachment. Because they are so much attached to the worldly things and being that na bhati, na asti kutastha. There is nothing like God. I don't believe in God. Do you think our belief in God is making God great? And our disbelief in God is making God poor? No. It is our need. Friends, practice this principle. Whatever we do in our life, nobody needs us. Nobody needs any of our actions. You will never get frustrated in life. It is our need. Whenever we live in this world and do anything as our need, we will have humility, submission, not arrogance. See? You take your children. Who needs whom? When you people get married, if there are no children, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, they start running from pillar to post. Bachcha chahiye, bachcha chahiye. एंड देयर आफ्टर बच्चे को हमने जन्म दिया, इतना बड़ा किया, क्या बड़ा किया, रोज हवा भरी गया. So who needs whom? The parents need the children. Children don't need parents. Those children who don't have parents, they don't grow. Why are you not growing? No, Papa. No. See, friends, whatever we do in life, this is the basic principle to be happy. Whatever we do is our need. And when we do something as our need, then there cannot be any frustration or arrogance. Slowly, we learn a rule to live happily in this world. Write off your rights right away before they perform our rights right now. Never expect anything. Nobody needs us. Remember this. Is our need. See? Like many people advise me, Swamiji, you are running too much, you take rest, this and that thing. I came from Australia, next day I'm going to London. Swamiji, why are you running so much? You have nothing, aage piche. You should not run so much. Stay. I said, okay, from tonight onward, I am staying in your house for life. No, I don't mean that. As long as I am not going and staying with somebody, they call me. The moment they will know, aa gaya, mar gaya. Why we respect sun? Because sun goes also. See, before our arrival in anybody's place, we should declare a departure. Then you will get respect. Otherwise, garjavai ban ke raho. न भाति नास्ति कूटस्थ इति वक्ति प्रसंगतः कर्ता भोक्ताहम इति विक्षेपम प्रतिपद्यते. So first of all, न अस्ति न भाति. There is no kutastha chaitanya and there is no experience. Okay. Then who am I? Karta bhoktaham asmi. I am the doer and I am the enjoyer. This is called vikshepa. So first was ignorance, second was avaran, third is vikshepa. Vikshepa is what? We creating a notion that I am the doer and I am the enjoyer. Now continuing further. Asti kutastha ityado paroksham vetti vartaya. Then he goes to Satsanga Murdeshwar. Then he comes to know, oh, there is something called kutastha. पता है कूटस्थ क्या होता है? कूट माने खलबत्ते में डाल के कूटो. कूटस्थ कूटवत् तिष्ठति. Kuta means anvil. On the anvil, they put the hot iron and heat it and change the shape. But the anvil doesn't change, it remains the same. In the same manner, childhood has come and gone, we are the same. Teenage has come and gone, we are the same. Middle age has come and gone, we are the same. Old age also will go, we are the same. मरने भी नहीं देते. On the contrary, we have experience. We died as a child, we died as a teenager, we died as a middle age. We should be expert in dying 4 times. मरेंगे, मजा है. Therefore, asti kutastha. First of all, when we go to satsanga, paroksha jnanam. Yes, there is something called kutastha. Iti paroksham veti vartaya. Then paschat tat kutastham eva asmi iti. And then he comes to know when he works on that knowledge. Then what is spoken of is about me only. Therefore, it becomes the aparoksha jnanam. Paschat kutastha eva asmi iti evam vetti vicharataha. Therefore, all the spiritual practices, wrong notions are removed by right understanding. Normally in yoga, in bhakti, in your karma kanda, wrong notions are removed by replacing by new notions. Earlier I was a bhogi, now I am a yogi. Earlier I was eating non-vegetarian every day, now I eat every night. That I remains. We have to get freedom from I. See, so wrong notions are removed by right understanding. That is important. Therefore, अस्ति कूटस्थ इत्यादि परोक्षम वेति वातया पश्चात कूटस्थ एव अस्मि इति एवं विचारतः. Then he comes to inquire and contemplate. Really, before marriage I was there. Now my wife has left me, thank God. I am continuing. What I have lost? And when I got married, what did I get? Nothing. See? The day you recognize this, again and again watch in this world, you can get this principle abundantly. Whenever somebody dies, the remaining one behind, you observe their talks. अब मेरा क्या होगा? That fellow dead, and you worried about yourself. उसके बारे में सोचो. See? Because others are our useful things. Life is only on ourselves. Therefore, don't get too much involved with anything or anybody. Karta bhokta iti evam adi shoka jatam pramunchati. And when he has thus come to aparoksha jnanam by vicharataha, then aham karta aham bhokta iti adi shoka jatam pramunchati. All the sources of miseries are completely denied. He is liberated from that. Then krutam krutyam prapaniyam praptam iti eva tushyati. And then, come on, whatever has to be done is done. Now life is fulfilled. That experience of fulfilled, I tell you through some example. See, this is just example. Suppose somebody has 7 daughters. Sapta Kanya Smare Nityam. So, 7 daughters. 6 got married. Thank God. But one was a Dumbo. I will not get married. Papa, you have to select for me. I have done one mistake now again. So, wherever this man will go, only one theme. So he goes to other marriages. कोई है क्या लड़का लड़की के लिए? He has to go once to a cremation ground. There also, वो कोई है क्या? हाँ वो है ना पड़ा. He cannot think except the boy for her daughter. Is it not? Oh, all the time, tense. And one day, that dumb girl gets married to somebody. What will be the experience of that man? Trupti. See, this is Krutam Krutyam. Last thing was remaining, getting this girl married and Krutam Krutyam. Then, Praptam iti eva tushyati. Meaning, there are no regrets of commissions and omissions in life. Taittiriya Upanishad distinctly brings this topic. In the old age, 2 things torture a person. What should have been done was not done. What should not have been done was done. These regrets of wrong commissions and right omissions are the causes of disturbances in old age. Here it is said, Krutam Krutyam Prapaniyam Praptam iti evam tushyati. Now there are no regrets in life. Life is fulfilled. If the death comes, one can shout at the death, come on, my dear, why are you late? Because na kuch pana, na kuch khona, nothing to gain, nothing to lose. See? Iti evam trushyati. Therefore, ajnana, avruti, tadvad vikshepa, and parokshadhihi, aparokshamatihi, shoka moksha, trupti, nirankusha. These are the 7 stages. Yes, again summarize. So, ajnana, then avarana, then vikshepa, then parokshadhi, paroksha jnanam, then aparoksha jnanam, then shoka nivrutti and moksha. These are the 7 stages through which every one of us has to go. And saptavastha ima santi chidabhasya tasvimau bandha moksha stito tatra tisro bandha kruta smrata. Therefore, the 7 stages are belonging to the jiva, whom saptavastha ima santi chidabhasya tasvin tam tasu bandha moksha stito tatra Tisro Bandha Krudasmrita. So, first three, Ajnana, Avaran, Vikshepa, they belong to the Jiva. Then the last two, Bandha Moksha, because of that they are suffering, and for the Chidabhasa or the Jiva. And then the last, the middle two, Paroksha Jnanam and Aparoksha Jnanam, through which the seeker goes. And ultimately, the ultimate Dukkha Nivrutti, absence of the miseries, and Nirankusha Trupti, contentment without any cause, is the ultimate thing. This is how we have to understand. Now, what is the ignorance, the first stage? This is said in the 31st mantra that we will see. I think it's over. Before you run away, I should stop. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.